What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of In Conversation with.
Thank you so much for having me. That's awesome.
A lot of these artists need the money that comes from touring.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of In Conversation with. I'm your host, Andre Williamson, and today I got a really special episode for you guys. I'm talking to one of my friends who's out there in Europe. She's actually lives in France, and I wanted to get a European perspective on what's going on and how things are feeling over there and what their perspective is on us over here in the West. So I'm joined by my friend Sakeena. And Sakeena, what's going on?
Hi, Dre. Thanks for having me. It's good. It's pretty good. Like we coming to an end over here, so that's good.
Yeah, man. So you guys, you're out there in France. I feel like you guys got hit pretty hard, maybe before some other countries did, but it wasn't as publicized. What has been your experience this whole time dealing with the pandemic?
Well, at first it's not real because everyone keeps moving like everything is normal, and then at some point you have the president talking on TV, and it's like, okay, the world just stopped, and you just starting to realize that is not a little thing, and that you may have to reconsider everything that you've planned for the next 3, 4, 6 months.
So what are the rules over there? Because over here we're on lockdown. I'm in Ontario, Canada. We're on lockdown. Only essential businesses are open.
Mhm.
So only restaurants, grocery stores are open. Pharmacies are open. Maybe like grocery, liquor stores are open as well. Grocery stores, and it's, the odd coffee shop is open here and there. But other than that, we can walk around. We can kind of go where we please to go. We're not getting arrested or anything like that in the street. People are being very conscious of the social distancing, 2 meters apart, staying in their household. That's what things look like over here from my perspective. What do things look like over there in France?
Looks like prison. So if you ever thought or think about how it looks like to be in prison, that just come over, because from one day being free of doing everything you want, you just get nothing, no liberty, no freedom, not anything. You have to fill up a form to go out, and you have only 7 reasons to be out. Otherwise, you have to pay 135 fees. And basically, yeah, that's it. The only thing, you're lucky because the restaurants are still open. We don't have restaurants anymore. We only have delivery, and that's about it. That's about it.
Well, let me clarify. Like, the restaurants are open, but we can't go into them. Where we can order on Uber or DoorDash or something, and then they deliver it to us. So it's
Okay.
you can go in and sit down. So I think it's the same way that you guys have it over there. But talk to me a bit about this form. You guys have a form that you have to fill out. Who do you give that form to, and how do you get it? I guess they mail it to you or something, or do you need to go get it somewhere? Like, what's that whole process like?
Now you have it on the governmental website, and you have to print it out for yourself, and you have to give your name, your date birth, your address, and the reason why you're going out, and you have to put the date and the hour. And for example, the reason you can go out is because you have to go to work. You don't have any choice because you can work from home. For grocery shopping, but only for 1 hour. And you can walk for 1 hour, but things like the 1 hour, you have to put it the grocery shopping and the walk together. You can have 2 hours in a day
Once a day for 1 hour. That's intense.
for 1 hour and not further than 1 kilometer from your house. So let me tell you something. Like I know everything by heart around my house now. Yeah,
Wow. Do you have the form there? Can I see it?
it's this one.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, so what is your perspective of us over here in Canada and United States? What do you guys what are you thinking over there in Paris about us over here?
I think nobody nobody knew how to handle it, and having examples from China, Spain, and Italy didn't work for anybody because Italy was first, then Spain, then France. And I thought that France would have looked around and see how Italian and Spanish would handle the thing and try to do better, which literally didn't have happen. And US is the worst of it. And Canada, I think, so far is handling it pretty well. And I don't know how much you guys have um, of contaminated people over there, but you have a larger country, so that's gonna be harder. If you're not following the rules, you're just gonna end up like Italy, Spain, and France. And that's the difference, I think, between Europe and North America. You are good students compared to us.
I think Canada's handling it very well. We have what 30 almost 38 million people in this country. What do you think the world is going to look like when this is all finished? Do you think people are going to change? Do you think things are going to be different? Do you think people are going to be more caring and loving and wash their hands more? Like what do you think is going to be the difference?
If they would be more caring, lovable, I don't think so. I think we'll still be scared of the virus coming back because we're still talking about the second time, so I don't know. But to me, it's not going to change anything. In 2, 3 years, people will forget about it and start living again like nothing happened.
I heard that French people, I don't know, I've never been to France. I would love to visit France one day. But I've heard that French people are very secular. You know, you're either French or you're not. They don't accept people that are not French.
How to say that? They're really cocky. They like that they're French. They're the best. Um, yeah, I don't know. I know that when when I talk to tourists in Paris, looking for their way, and they're asking me where I'm from, and so they say, "Oh no, you're not French." I was like, "Why not?" I was like, "Cause you're too nice and you speak very well English." I was like, "Oh, that is so cute. Thank you." But let's say that I'm the exception, but I'm French. Yeah, sometimes like it's more easy to say yeah I'm Canadian. But at the end of the day, I guess I'm both. Yeah,
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know French people to be very nice, but I don't know many French people. I just know you. You're the only
the
French
nicest.
person that I talk to, really. So during this time, we're at home by ourselves, right? We have to spend all day, every day at home. Some of us are working still, some of us are not working. And we're forced really to learn things about ourselves, right? Like we're forced to kind of figure it
Mhm.
out and learn those dark corners of ourselves that we didn't know existed, and we got to figure it out. Um, what are some things that you're learning about yourself in this time?
I think to be patient in a way, to be patient because, as you said, we've been forced to stay home. We didn't choose to. So losing that freedom of deciding whether or not you staying home, that's a big deal. That was hard for me for the 2 first weeks. And then I just realized that was a blessing because we always find a way to always say, oh no, I don't have time for this. No, I'm not gonna do this now. I don't feel like it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. But right now, today, for the past month, you don't have any excuses for not having time or not wanting to. For me, that was a good time to learn about myself, to reconcile with myself, and to to try new things.
That's really good. It's good that you learned that. And I've learned those same things about myself. Like I like to distract myself. I didn't know that that's what I was doing, but now I've realized like, oh shit, like I didn't actually need to do those things that I went to do, whatever that was, you know, going to the mall and just going shopping or something like that. I haven't shopped in 2 months. I haven't bought anything in 2 months. I don't need to, right? It's not an essential thing for me, but that's one of those things that you do emotionally to make yourself feel better. And now that that's been removed, I realize how little I needed that. Um, I want to thank you for your time. Your 6 hours difference, but hopefully it's not in the middle of your workday and you can still get some work done at the end of the day. Anything else that you want to touch on before we get out of here?
Just a little thing. I was watching a show yesterday, and a guy said that human are adaptable, and that's evolution. So I think what we're living right now is just another way for us to either way get better or get worse. Because if we weren't adaptable, we wouldn't be here. So I think this little crisis is just another way or another wake up call to let us know that we maybe need to slow down a little bit to focus on ourselves and others and not putting every dime in what we call the capitalism right now. And yeah, to reconnect with other humans.
Um, Thanks for your time, and I will keep that in mind. And yeah, let's chat again sometime soon.
Thank you for having me.